Welcome to the Americana Bistro Grill. I'm your host, Roberto Alvarez-Galloso, serving you the best in Americana music. And we're now having our Ohio moment right here. This is our Ohio moment. I got this ornament from a great friend, one fan of mine's, Maggie Gomez. This is a Christmas ornament, but I didn't want to use the Christmas ornament. I just simply wanted to use it to identify our Ohio moment. And this program is dedicated to the groups Epic, which we're going to be talking with right now, Rusted Reserve, The Breezeway. Also, we're going to be dedicating this segment also to On the Rocks and another great rocker, Deann Hilton. And I have here Todd Kilgore, one of the greatest representatives of this great group called Epic. So for us, it's a pleasure having you here in the Americana Bistro Grill.
It's a pleasure to be on your show.
Great. What is Epic, and how did Epic get its start?
Well, I will tell you this. It started back in 2015. At the time, I was not a member of the group. And unfortunately, about 3 years ago, 4 years, it might have been 4 years ago, their bass player had passed away unexpectedly overnight from a massive heart attack. He had 5 young children, and so we did a benefit, and I was approached by a band at the time, Epic, the first big, and they had asked me if I would be willing to play 8 songs that their bass player highly enjoyed playing. And of course I said yes, I will definitely do it. Well, at the time I was also in a band called Radio Pulse, and they had approached me afterwards and asked me if I would join them. Well, at the time I was in a full-fledged band, and I had to tell them at the time I couldn't do it. Well, 2 years ago, Radio Pulse ended. And I had Tom Jacobs, who was in the band Radio Pulse with me. He called me and asked me if I'd be willing to start Epic up again. And I said, yes. I said, that's not a problem. So, collectively as a band, we approached Rick Earnhardt, who was the original keyboard player of Epic, Tommy Jacobs, who was the original guitar player of Epic, and then, of course, myself. We have Jimmy Jett, which we call the Animal, on the drums, and Mike Cummings, who is our singer. So about a little over a year ago, after Radio Pulse had ended, we started getting together as a band, and unfortunately COVID hit. I had 35 shows booked. Last year we played 10 of them. And we are just moving along, and this year so far things are looking pretty good, considering still that there is that, chance that you never know about shows being canceled again. You never know about this COVID stuff, But that's how Epic basically formed. I mean, it's unfortunate that they had lost a member of their band at the time in 2016. He was a great bass player. But I myself was be asked to be a part of Epic again, and things are rolling pretty darn good.
Great. Also, who are the members of your band?
Okay. Of course, you know myself. I'm Todd Kilgore. I'm the bass player. We have Rick Earnhardt, who is the keyboard player. Phenomenal keyboard player. Jimmy Jett, which we call the Animal, is the drummer. We have Tommy Jacobs. We call him Atomic Tom. He is our guitar player / backup singer. We have Mike Cummings, who is our lead singer.
Mm-hmm. Great. Even though things are looking up, and who knows what's going to be happening with the COVID or not the COVID, which I'm not going to delve into because I just want to delve into the music. Is there any chance? Is there any possibility of Epic doing a concert in Florida? Because we're having a lot of right here. Yes, we're having restrictions here in Florida, but we have lots of concerts. We've managed to have. We haven't had any musical fairs yet because last year we were going to have the original rock festival in Key Largo and in Key West, but it never materialized. But there has been some venues that have resumed operations, like Cafe 27, which is a biker's restaurant in US 27 between I-75 and between I-75 North and Chrome Avenue, or Florida State Route 997 in the south. And
Yes.
are you thinking about are doing any concerts in Florida?
You know what? It would be a great honor to be able to bring Epic down to Florida. There would be some costs incurred to get us all there with equipment. You know, of course, flying and hotel rooms and such. But yeah, it would be an honor to be able to play down there. We just have to know way ahead of time where and when and time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, that would be an honor to be able to play. That's like ultimate goal of mine is to play in another state other than Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Yeah, well, that leads me to the next question about Ohio and Pennsylvania. Since I'm originally from Ohio too, like I'm originally from Akron, I know the area. The thing is, I haven't been there in like 40 years. But my question is, how is the music scene in Ohio and in Pennsylvania, especially Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania?
I can do this. No, I'm not going to drag this out too long. My roots began in Western Pennsylvania. The music scene, was pretty huge in the Western Pennsylvania area. But unfortunately, there are very few venues in our area which I live. Ohio scene, which I went to the Ohio scene about seven, maybe 8 years ago now. I can tell you this: there are multiple bands, there are multiple venues. And the music scene, we've got a group of young kids. Actually, a couple groups of young kids that are starting with the rocker music, which highly impressed me, because I enjoy seeing young kids grow up and wanting to play the music I play, the classic rock. I mean, I was also a part-time drummer back in the day in a country band. My roots have always been rock and roll, but I can say this, that the music scene in Ohio is probably the best right now. The eastern part of it is really, really good.
Great. I'm very happy to hear that. Also, has Epic released any CDs that our public can know about?
No, we do. Do not have any CDs. We don't do original, but we're running it around. At some point, we are gonna with the musicianship that's in this band. Collectively, we have 40 plus years, of musicians in this band, and there's no reason why we cannot try attempt playing originals. Have thrown around, and we have messed around with stuff when we were practicing, and we're like, wow, we'll put this to the song, because we are great musicians. I mean, it's crazy. I've been in this band, and truly gotta be honest with you, that we have in this band, probably, but I don't know, music, as far as myself, I have played music since I was in the first grade. I'm 57 years and still rocking. But at the point we probably will be doing some originals, and we have a couple places to record at. But it's just getting that original music going.
Great. Well, we're doing really great here, and just wanted to wish you the best. In spite of the fact that I've been able to hear you, even though I've been sort of like it's been like ecstatic. I've been able to hear you. I've been able to hear you and appreciate the interview.
Can I mention? We collectively as a band have dubbed for numerous national acts. Can I just tell you a few of them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just let you know, we've opened collectively as a band for Degree, LA Guns, The Outlaws, Starship, Rat, Tinder, Jackal, Money, and the Box, Kicks, and the Gods. And I'm also going to mention our sponsors that we have. We have Art Bar Services out of Brookville, Ohio, Thomas Sports Nook out of Sharpsville, Pennsylvania, Lindy's at the Beach from Sharon, Pennsylvania, Thunder Harley Davidson, and Sharon, Pennsylvania as well.
Great.
But collectively as a band, I can tell you something. To be asked to open up for these numerous national acts has also got to say something about our accomplishments as a band.
I know you really have a great band. And we do hope one day to see you in Florida. We hope to one day to hear original music from Epic, because your group rocks. I've seen you in YouTube. I've seen you in YouTube. I've seen you in Facebook, and I was just simply hoping where they could hear you. Someone who does what? What?
You see all the time.
I see all the time.
Yep.
I see all the time in Facebook. I also see all the time in YouTube. You really have great talent.
Thank you very much. And I really appreciate it's an honor to be on your show here. I can't thank you enough. And I know that my bros from Epic would have loved to have been here for this. Actually, they're in spirit with me. Because normally, I'm not a big talker when it comes to interview. I'm usually the guy that sits back and just laughs, or tries to put something here and there. And but this was an honor to be able to be interviewed by you and interviewing my band. And I can't thank you enough.
For me, it's a pleasure and an honor. You're gonna be coming back many times. You're gonna be a frequent flyer here.
Thank you.
For me, it's an honor because we're promoting true Americana music, which is the true rock and country. And from one Buckeye to another, we have to promote artists from the Buckeye State. We have to, because the Buckeye State is, we have the Rock and Roll Museum. We have to help ourselves, and you as a group, you need the support because you have the talent. And in addition to supporting, the groups that I mentioned, I'm also making a challenge to everybody to not only support Americana music all over the world and especially America, but also to support the ones that I mentioned from the Buckeye States, which I'll repeat again: Epic, Rusted Reserve, also the Breezeway, Deann Hilton, and also the group On the Rocks. In addition, if you can consume anything that's Ohio besides Bob Evans or Wendy's, there are other companies. Right now I'm wearing my blue jeans. I'm wearing my blue jeans made in Ohio from the All American Clothing Company. I don't know if you could see it here. Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
those are nice.
It's the label. It's a little bit expensive, but they're made in Ohio, and when you buy them, go to the website, All American Clothing Company. They have a lot of clothing for men and women, especially jeans and men. And they're going to be doing women's jeans starting in October. It's a little bit pricey, but I would prefer to pay more. And have the money remain in Ohio and help the workers there and the employees and the company than to have to buy a cheap jeans. As I know, I'm gonna get crucified, but I could care less at this day and age. Look, I live in America. I don't live in Cuba. I could care less. These jeans cost about $35 to $70, but I could care less. The money remains in Ohio, just like other jean companies in America. The money remains in America. But these ones, All American Clothing Company, the money remains in Ohio, helps the American workers, helps the owners, and I'm telling people, buy American and buy All American Clothing Company. All the sponsors that you send me and the websites, I'm going to be publishing them in the interview. Plus, I'm going to be publishing the website of All American Clothing Company. Please, everybody, take a look. Buy American, buy Ohio, buy Buckeye, and please, if you don't know, if the ones who live in Ohio, go see your local artists. The ones who don't live in Ohio, go visit your local artists in your state, or buy the albums or the CDs, or listen to their YouTube channels. And if there's any other platforms, go ahead and ask them, because YouTube is not the only one. There are many other platforms in which you have great music in Americana, which is rock or country. For me, Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor, and I just want to wish you the best, and may God bless you and your family, and everybody else. May God bless all of you from the heart of Kendall, and peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere.
Hey,
until later.
Thank you very much.
Don't turn it off.
I want to say one more.
Just go ahead and say one word, but I'm gonna say bye to the audience, and then we'll talk a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead and say what you have to say.
I also want to say this. My heart goes out to the American soldiers out there in the field, and all our military and their families. I have a huge heart for our military, and may God bless them all.
We have to. They're the ones that are defending us, and they're the ones who are defending our freedoms. But besides the military, which I also want to thank you for your military service.
Thank you.
We also have to remember that we, as American citizens, have a duty not just only to rely on soldiers, but we also have to do our own part in defending freedom. Everybody does their part. What is my part? My part is supporting true Americana artists wherever they are, especially here in the States, and do what is possible to buy from small businesses, especially small businesses that sell U.S. made products, which I'm doing right now, and I'm asking people. This is not a hollow promise or a hollow commentary. I'm asking people to do it. It is not just to feel good. It is also to help us get the money that we deserve and not have it sent outside of America. That's all I'm going to be saying on this. And please, go to All American Clothing Company. Buy from them. You don't need any of these big shot people. We're all to ourselves. And the rest is the rest. Again, my best wishes to everybody, and may God bless you, and peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere. I'm not finished, Todd.